really think homeownership can really be described as the backbone of this country. Economically, it's just a great choice. People building up equity, so when they go on to move into another home, they have that equity there. The ability to realize your dreams and own a home, not only a house, but a home. Build a family, friendships, marriages, relationships, raising kids, raising dogs. That is just it's the American dream. It's the epitome of the American dream. So homeownership is something that obviously generates revenue for cities, generates revenue for local companies, and provides the pride and ownership that can really drive our economy forward. The home is a part of a family's life story. It's where they experience ups and downs, happiness and sadness, and bringing home a baby from the hospital, things like that. So I really consider it to be a big honor to be part of that process. My name's Tom Bullington. I'm a real estate agent here in Hastings, Minnesota for In Motion Realty. This is my 5th year of being a realtor, and I've loved every minute of it. I'm licensed in Minnesota and Wisconsin, so I can do both sides of the river. I've had listings as far west as Hopkins and Minneapolis, and also down in Red Wing and up in White Bear Lake and pretty much metro-wide. I hit 50 years old, and I realized I no longer wanted to be sitting in a cubicle the rest of my life, the rest of my career. I was doing marketing and communications for a major company in Minneapolis. I didn't really want that lifestyle any longer. So I started thinking about it about a year in advance of how I could essentially get a second career going. And I'd always been interested in real estate, always been interested in helping people, and this is really a great combination of the two. Make the process of owning a home, I hope, a little bit easier for people. I really want to take the stress out of buying a home as much as possible. I sit down with all of my prospective clients and just ask them a lot of questions. What are they looking for? I ask them about their life, how they live their lives, how many kids they have, how many pets they have. Are they looking for a large yard that they can take care of, a lot of landscaping, or are they looking for a twin home that they don't want to maintain at all? So really just putting them through a questionnaire, obviously, in a very relaxed, conversational way, so I can pin down exactly what that perfect future home is for my clients. Especially first-time home buyers, I can make a tangible difference in their lives, and I'm putting them in the place that they can actually realize their dreams. And just being able to be there as a guiding force in their lives, an opportunity to help people directly face-to-face. They can ask me questions, they can call me whenever they want, and it's just something I really enjoy. I consider my clients as friends, lifelong friends. I've already had several clients that I've worked with 2 or 3 times, in fact, where they'll come back to me and they'll refer their friends or their family on to me because they have that trusted relationship with me. I really try not to be pushy at all. If it's not the right time for them to own a home, if it's not the right time for them to make that move, people always know I'm there for them when they're ready. Well, I feel that being a realtor is a huge part of being part of a productive and healthy community. I'm involved very much locally on the Arts Board. I'm an ambassador for the Chamber of Commerce. Whatever I can do to help the local community grow and prosper inevitably helps my business as well, because more people want to move here, raise their families here, and possibly start a business here. So whatever I can do to help the Hastings community as a real estate agent, I'm down with it. I feel that being a Hastings-based realtor, in a lot of ways, you're almost signing up as an ambassador for Hastings, Minnesota, to let people know who don't know much about Hastings, more about our community, all the great things that are happening, the arts, the downtown, the businesses that are opening here that are unique. We're not just a bunch of strip malls here, we are a unique community that has so much spirit. It's just a full experience to be in Hastings. So I feel like being a realtor, I really need to encourage that participation in our community. One of the challenges that comes with being a real estate agent is working with sellers. Sometimes sellers have a difficult time separating themselves from the home itself. And I have to remind them that a home becomes a house when you're putting it on the market. So when I meet with a prospective seller, what I like to do is go over to their home, not have any sort of preconceived notion of what the price is going to be or what the home is. I have the seller give me a nice tour throughout the house. I ask questions as I go, I take notes, and then we typically will sit at the kitchen table. I'll share the paperwork about the local market, what I think it might go for, but I'm also going over the comparable sales in the area too, so they can see what other homes over the last 3 to 6 months have sold for in their area. And I give them a range of what it could possibly list for. Typically after that meeting, the first meeting with clients, what we'll do is we'll have a professional stager come in, do a consultation with them, and then we have a photographer come in, do a professional photography shoot. This is not just me with my iPhone, this is a professional photographer. Once all of that is done and we're ready to go, we put the house on the market, that sign goes in the yard. If a buyer is out there and they like the home, they'd like to make an offer on it, typically we'll get a response from one of the buyer's agents. Once they accept an offer, sometimes it'll go to an inspection process. Once the inspection period is done, it's pending, and then you're ready to move. Typically from the time an offer is accepted to the time you move is typically within 30 to 45 days. So I try to reassure my sellers and my buyers to just take it easy, take deep breaths, and it'll be okay. That's what I'm there for. That's why they're hiring me, is to navigate those waters. Sometimes they can be more rough than others, but that's why they have me. Having a real estate agent that is there, that can be walking with you side by side throughout the process, someone that you know has your back, is in your corner, that has your interests at heart. I think that's really critical. You know, some folks will try to do this without a realtor. Sometimes it's successful, sometimes it's just a quagmire. I think it's worth having a realtor, someone who knows, who's been through this numerous times, hundreds of times, someone you can really relate to. You know, someone who has that ability to listen, who's a really good listener, and who can answer those tough questions when you have them. I think that's critical. The look on the face of a first-time home buyer is so rewarding for me to know that I've made a positive impact in their life. Being a realtor gives me that special opportunity to share in someone's personal joy of finding the first home and really enjoying the experience that comes with that. I'd just like to encourage people to give me a call if they have any questions about real estate, whether or not they use me as an agent. I'd love to help them out, answer any questions. Look forward to working with you and hearing from you soon.